Hey everyone, it's Mackenzie. I was coming back to do a little update for you guys. Um, Josiah is 6 months old now, and that means that I have also been breastfeeding for 6 months now. I am so happy to have made it to this point. I didn't know if I would ever be able to breastfeed or if I'd be able to breastfeed for very long. I had issues with my daughter. So I'm so excited that Josiah has been breastfeeding for 6 months now. And there's a few things that I kind of wanted to update on as far as that goes. The first thing is the introduction of solids. We have decided to introduce solids, and we did that right around 5.5 months. I was going to wait until 6, but he was just, he showed a lot of interest. So we went ahead and started, and we have started vegetables. We are not doing rice cereal or anything like that, but we are doing vegetables. So he really likes them. He's done really good with everything so far, except for squash, which he has a little bit of a intolerance of. But we are still breastfeeding all the time. He still wakes up usually once or twice at night, and throughout the day when I'm at work, he gets pumped milk, and it's a bottle every 3 hours, and then when I'm home, I still do pretty much on demand. So he eats whenever he wants. I'm pumping at work. I try to pump every 3 hours there. When I'm there, sometimes it's 4 or 5, but I usually try to pump every 3 hours. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was my donation of breast milk. I have continued to donate to breast milk since Josiah was about 4 months old to one of our cousins, and I do that every 2 weeks or so. I try to give her all that I have pumped extra. So with the introduction of solids, I have not stopped pumping for that time what solids he eats. For example, at 12 o'clock, Josiah will have 4 ounces of solids. He used to have a 4-ounce bottle. Or he used to have like 2 ounces of solids in a 2-ounce bottle. Well, I always pump while I'm giving him the solids, and then I let him nurse after that as well, which he doesn't really get much, but it just comforts him. And then he doesn't really want to eat for a while longer because he's had the solids. But whatever I pump extra, I will give to, I will donate. And then, like, when I'm at work, I still pump at noon, even though he's really only eating solids. So that's kind of where we are with that. I have introduced water as well now, so he's taking water from a cup. Other than that, we haven't had any problems. I've yet to have mastitis or anything like that. It's all gone pretty well. He is like latching a little differently now, or maybe kind of like clenching down a little more where it hurts sometimes. But I think that's because he's possibly teething. So I think he's more just trying to gnaw on me sometimes than actually eat. Other than that, though, things have gone really, really smoothly. I make more than enough milk. He's happy. I'm just so thrilled to get to this point and to be able to have breastfed him for 6 months. Before I had my daughter, before I had any kids at all, I was like, I won't breastfeed at all. If I do, I would only do it to 6 months, and that is it. After that, that's gross. And that was just a stigma that I had in my mind because I just didn't know much about it. But now I'm like, no way, I would never stop at 6 months. I'm so glad to have made it to 6 months, but I'm going to go as long as he'll let me. And yes, that means even over a year. That means even over, 2 years if that's what he so desires. But he's just doing so good, and I'm so happy to have made it. Breastfeeding 6 months, and I know I've said that like probably 10 times in this video. But that is all for my breastfeeding update. Leave your comments and let me know if you have any questions or what your experience is. Thank you. Bye.